Hello everybody, it's Moses here from Incisive Training, and today I wanted to talk to you on an interesting subject, which is why I think, from my experience, a lot of people hate training. Okay, thank you for logging on once again today. In the few years I've been training, I can sometimes see a few people come through the room, into the training room, and they've got the heaviest face that you could imagine, looking really gloomy. Getting these people motivated and inspired about learning and interact, and they've got the heaviest face that you could imagine, looking really gloomy. Getting these people motivated and inspired about learning and interacting and sharing information can be quite a challenge, but it's something that I come across quite often, and I've developed a couple of thoughts as to why it is some people just don't like training. First reason is actually on the trainer side, because I think it's both ways. Sometimes the reason could be brought on by the trainer. Sometimes it's because of an attitude or the perspective of the trainee. So I'll start with the trainer, and I've got a couple of thoughts on this. Training can be boring, unfortunately, for some people, because the trainer perhaps, relies too heavily on slides, for example. So they come there, they stand in front of the people, and they just go through slides, reading slides. I don't think that's what training's supposed to be about, because if it's just a matter of reading the slides, we might as well just print them and give them to people and let them read the slides in silence. So it's more, of course, about creating an environment where people are encouraged to share knowledge, to interact, to think about and reflect on best practice, and to talk about these things. And it's unfortunate that sometimes a trainer might not do that as best as they might, and I will acknowledge that's perhaps one reason why some people hate training. The other reason might be because people have had a bad experience in the past whilst being trained by somebody. Maybe the trainer has picked on a person or made them feel a little bit excluded or embarrassed them, or put them under so much pressure that even though the trainee could probably achieve what was being asked of them, because of the pressure that they're under, they probably found it a little bit difficult, and that's perhaps put people off. Now, coming on to the trainees, I have found that a couple of reasons why people sometimes hate training. And the first is because of the attitude that the individual has toward the value of training. They perhaps don't value it for what it ought to be, or what it should be valued for. Training is really important. The job we do, working in the healthcare sector, doing things like resuscitation, caring for people in hospitals and in the community, looking after people's mental health, physical health and well-being, dealing with and managing challenging behavior, violence and aggression. These things need good practice, and in order to do so, we need good training. And so you can't do one training 1 year, even if you've done it over a few years. You can't assume that you remember everything. We need to be reminded. We need to be, updated with new guidelines, new policies. And so it's really important. We ought to value training because it keeps us safe. It keeps our service users safe, keeps everybody safe. So perhaps valuing the training might change perspective. Then one other reason why, and I think this is perhaps one of the greatest reasons why people may hate training, is because people don't like their job. They just hate their job. They're in this job in the healthcare sector because they feel they have to be, and they haven't taken the time to look at what it is they really do want to do, or they haven't made the effort. They know what else they want to do, but they haven't made the effort to pursue that. And so really, if you're one of those people who hates training because you hate the job, leave the job. Do something else. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, and you're not doing a service to those who you are caring from. People can feel the energy or the desire that people have when they do things passionately. And I love working with healthcare workers, nurses, doctors who are passionate about their job. And you can see the difference. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it in the way that they walk and talk and express themselves. So if you don't think this is for you, don't waste your time. Pursue the thing that you love, and you will enjoy life better, and so will others. So these are just a few thoughts about training. If you do need training, of course, at your workplace, or you want to come to our open classes, feel free to get in touch with us over here at Incisive Training. We're always keen to make your training experience more enjoyable, more memorable, so that you can be safe. Moses here from Incisive Training. Thanks for logging on today.